videos this week. I hope you lot enjoying. I hope you lot enjoying that. But like, let's get into it. Let's start with you. Let's start with your stuff. Let's start with you, Bang.
Cool.
I hear you and disagree.
Interesting.
I hear you and I disagree, bro. So check this out. Just tell us they should be that, yeah. But something was wrong, and as the more we get to it, yes, he's searching for. I don't know what he's looking for. Sympathy, definitely. He's looking for something to explain himself. But the more we go, the more we realize Senior was right. Like bro, and we was like, do you know what's annoying about it? Because he must be fuming because he was the crazy man. He was the crazy old man. That's how we looked at him.
Yeah.
Shut up, crazy old man. You're spoiling it. Why won't you be there for your son? You're doing everything but be there for your son. But he was being there for his son from the beginning to the end. Do you know what I'm saying? But then it was like, because I remember the takes. So even me, I would say, would have to owe an apology because I remember saying, just back him. But I can't, when someone's saying, like a parent says, I can't back foolishness. Like they won't stand with you. They would not stand. Then I'm not going to be there. They go all the way in, but then it's like, but how are you not going to be there? At some point, you have to pull up and let me make my mistake. Oh, guess what? Go ahead.
See, my thing is, like, just speaking to that point, my thing is, he probably could have helped in camp. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Senior. Remember, he wasn't involved in any camp. It was a thing where I come last minute on the night because it goes against everything I believe. But my thing is, I feel like it would have been beneficial to have him in camp for other reasons, as in taking on the actual weight. Now, I get it. I get that he didn't agree with what he was doing from the start to finish. But I think, just going back to what I felt like he should have been there in the camp. One, to help the story, the promotion, yada, yada, yada. But the fact is, you need them. I feel like he needed to be in camp in some capacity to help achieve the task of doing this weight. Do you see what I'm trying to say?
He wins that fight because his dad wasn't there originally.
Well,
I think he had a lot more. I think he was fighting for a lot more, and that was it. Yeah, I think storyline was. Go ahead.
Yeah, but spiritually, yes, not physically. I don't think he was prepared in a good way both times, bro. Remember the first fight? Legs gone, round 7. Yeah. I'm doing a madness, but that's because my dad
kept me going.
Yeah, but that's not preparation. I'm talking about the preparation of the camp.
But I can't prep for you when I see how mad this is. When you actually deep it, yeah. The first time round, the weight that they was trying to make, Junior could have been cooked, considering what was going on in Connor's situation. He could have been cooked in a bad way. When he's like, they tried to kill my son, when he's doing all that stuff, yeah? You have to hear him. You have to hear... No, bro, you have to hear him. Like, unfortunately, we can't. What are we going to do? Yeah, he's right here, not right there. What do you call it? Bro, man, what's right? Like,
I'm not even pushing back on him being right.
You know what I mean?
The point I'm making is that the Junior is the one accountable for how horrible.
Is the mass proponent. That's the truth. That's the guy we need to focus on. But we have to say there's like two things can be true.
Yeah,
was right. Junior's greed was everything.
Thank you.
Junior's greed and arrogance. Because he believed he could beat him.
That's what I'm saying.
And Connor surprised him. That's the truth. And now he's fishing for sympathy because he's lost. But it doesn't take away the fact he still wasn't himself.
Yeah, I just think
you know what I mean? That's the last part.
I just think it stinks, bro. I just think it stinks. Like, it's not the Warriors code that you've sold us. Do you see what I'm trying to say? That's what you subscribe to. This is
but he gave us the medical code though. We saw that we saw when man was on the bed.
The medical code.
That's what that's what the title is.
That's disgusting what you've done there. The medical code. And in my head, all I can see is the procedure, the endoscopy thing. Medical code is disgusting work, bro. Because it's even from the hospital not being allowed to leave the thing, the toenail.
Yeah, sorry, I was looking for a title.
I hear it. That's so stupid. But this is the thing, yeah. They've sold us the Warrior Code, and we bought it. This is a Eubank thing. When Junior talks about everything, and the only way we can kind of look at this another way is the fact that he's undoing all of his teaching to say that I'm doing things a different way, down to how you understand, like I'm unpicking the Warriors Code. Because it's inconsistent, and that's the reason what made me make the video. Do you know what I mean? He's not the first fighter to get hurt after a fight. He's not the first fighter to go in not 100%. We've seen these things before. Now, I'm not even speaking to the fact that boxing is dangerous and fighters need to have more care. Yeah, I'm speaking to his personality, his stoic nature. He's a cold hitman, assassin mentality where he's just like, I'm not an emotionally available guy, bro. I'm not showing you nothing weak. I'm letting you know I'm him. When he won, he mentioned that things were difficult. Doesn't reveal nothing in the victory. Doesn't reveal in the win. Yeah, we hear from Senior that how crazy the post recovery was.
And that's where he showed the Warriors Code.
That's right. But in the defeat, we're now seeing you on the bed having a medical. I don't even know why that's being filmed, for starters. That's a mad
thing to film. All right, so check this out.
But then alongside, you see the weight gain footage where he's like a ghost on the preparation trying to make weight, and he's laying down like a mummy in the towels. That element of it, this was like an extension of that, more so than a genuine. I'm going through it, and boxing might not see me. You sure what I'm trying to say?
I hear what you're saying, bro. Now there's a lot of things are taking place, and a lot of things are correct. He's broken. That's the truth. He's broken, and he's not the same stoic guy that he once was. He's having 2 kids now. Yeah, the chinks in his armor was there because he says, "Oh, I don't know what you're doing, buddy." You remember when Connor's like at a thing and he goes, "I don't like that he's doing that." Remember when he's like,
in the first one,
old Eubank doesn't react to that. Old Eubank doesn't react to that at all. But he's different. That's the thing. The chinks of his armor are clearly there. Why? He's older. He's in like the person that we was at 21. We're not that guy anymore.
Yeah,
are you with me? So and especially when two twins are on the way, he's sitting there waiting to tell his dad, I got 2 on the way. That's a new mindset, like altogether. And he lost, and he hurt the family legacy. A little part of him, he has to wake up knowing I saw Connor on Nigel Benn's shoulders, and I dropped the ball because my dad didn't lose. Yeah, I've given him a win. You have to contest with all of those things. Release the footage. That's what has happened. Release, bro. I need everyone to know. Me, my dad, everyone. I need everyone to know. Because remember before, his energy was, Ben Shalom, shut up. Let's go. But guess what? He's released that how many weeks after the fight? Thinks it's adequate time. Conor Ben's had his flowers. But I need to tell people, hey, there's other things that played a part in this situation. So I'm still sticking because it could have ruined the night. But he had really in that time. I think in his head, he's allotted the right amount of time for the truth. It's like David Hayes went straight to the toe on that fight. It's like, yo, look. And everyone's like, hey. Even because now we know a toe injury messes up your movement. Now's not the time.
But then fast forward and use David Hay with the Achilles. Doesn't speak on it. Doesn't return to it. Do you understand? Like he doesn't need to he doesn't need to post that my foot is meshed up. I was in the ring and he walks away. I'd love to get the rematch. Goes out. And he loses again and it's bad this time. And it's like, even then it's like, doesn't even really want to retire in the ring. You can see the journey of the fighter's mind. Like, I just, I gotta go away and think of some things. Like, I'm not about to do that right now. goes away. Like, see, what I'm saying is,
David Hay had to take the embarrassment of how everyone reacted to him talking about his toe, even though it was an adequate excuse.
hey, but hold on, though. Yeah, David Hay had to experience the toe thing. But remember, David Hay was talking mad about Bellew, bro.
Yes.
Absolutely crazy what
No, but
David
I'm
Hay was
saying
doing
that
in that
he has
lead
to
up.
go in his own private time. He has to go and deal with, listen to how they reacted. And he said, no matter what happens to me in the ring, I'm never going to bring up an injury again because it was ridicule. Are you with me? Now, Eubank hasn't, because he won, it was always okay. You don't have to explain yourself when you're the winner, really. Like, it almost looks like a cooler story. Wait, he came through all of this. Now he has this thing in it. If the ridicule is what I expect it to be, which it's kind of been like, because no one's been like, well done, Eubank. You know, it's more like, brother, you signed up for this fight. Like, this is on
I know.
you. I
You know
think
what?
he'll be different I think he'll be different because this technique, he wanted an action, he wanted a response, and he's not getting the response he probably was looking for. Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, you know what I would say, you know what I mean, to Eubank in terms of the heaviness of, say, dropping the father's legacy and, you know, the Ben family getting a win. I would say, do you know what? Don't be too hard on yourself because whilst Nigel Benn never got to raise his hands and win, he won against your dad in the second fight. And it was politics that didn't let him raise his hands because that wasn't a draw. Do you know what I mean? And Eubank Sr. also knows that. So, you know, the carrying the legacy of
It doesn't know.
no. Eubank Senior does know, and he's spoken about it, the politics of it, because the reason why he didn't get the nod was just a contractual dispute between the promoters. You know, Don King was supposed to sign whoever won, but they never had anything in place for a draw. So he's looking at it like, well, no what? He doesn't get to take any fight at it. Fantastic. So that's why that happened. So for me, I would just say the truth of the moment is you're not the first Eubank to lose to Ben. You're not. And it's heavy and it probably is sinking you to the lowest of places. But you showed up and through whatever reasons and things you had to overcome, you put in a heck of a performance when the cards were stacked against you twice. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your bravery and your honor to whatever it is that you're subscribing to was unfortunately the besting of you in this situation because you shouldn't be fighting at this weight with those terms against that man.
And it's over.
That's it.
And it's over.
What, you reckon his whole career?
It's over. It's over. Because guess what? You are in good health.